You thought I would be making a review on Firstman Rescue Mission? Well, actually it's a review for Tigrago Productions.vhs for Analog Color. Yep. And now here's the entire thing in the same, time, but retroactive 1 second. With a little bit of my editing twist. What? I can't even hear a single thing. Am I going deaf? Oh no. It's cliche horror.
It's time to end this, the end of Firstman and Sunny.
Why the fuck did you not pay for Flipper Clip?
I can see you.
Oh boy, this is very scary. I shit my pants. Actually, I didn't. It's all a lie. This whole video is a lie.
Go ahead, ladies, feel these bad boys. They're real.
Is this what we use AI for? Creating abominations like this? Also, the aspect ratio changed for some strange reason. What the hell is going on? Obvious use of audio stretch, and for a moment, the white stripper tip stuff appeared.
SpongeBob, may I ask myself a question to you?
I have to be on my other body for this.
I always wonder myself, how far did we go through?
I don't know, because you're created by a pedophile, and the entire drawings that in this video are like drawn by a pedophile. I don't know.
Throughout the times as a cartoon individual, capable of lasting all different cartoon in this studio.
Dude, you're not even made by the actual Nickelodeon. What the fuck are you talking about?
While for the rest of cartoon are only to be forgotten or left untouched, just being talentless.
It only applies to the most forgettable or unsuccessful shows. What the fuck are you talking about?
Such a true to face on. Seeing great art brought to this studio and only to be forgotten due to being unprofitable or useless.
Says the person who is drawn by a fucking pedophile that I already said.
Seeing people who worked hard on this will be removed from their spot.
Yeah, adding stuff like these. Fart finishes. Freaking weird looking tits. And a very weird video that I won't show because of YouTube reasons.
Except for one, you. The sponge himself, the only favorite to the Nickelodeon.
The only one that Nickelodeon cared? Have you heard about the Loud House? You know, the second thing that Nickelodeon cared about? Anime Hyper did make an article of one of the characters and now it's the minor one, like the fucking 5 or 7-year-old. And just to realize that, I think Janet also loves the Loud House as well, for more despicable reasons that I won't elaborate on.
It is indeed depressed how far we come to end in this way. Our show itself isn't funny anymore, mediocre to everyone around, and nonsense. For bad business decision and making spin-off after a great creator death.
My maker, Steven Hillenberg, already did, actually acknowledge of those spin-offs being made before his death.
Now, I have my thought on how our future will land to us in this deep, cold world. Having to live as a cartoon for eternity is like having to live inside of our own misery box. Such a disappointment to think it, but it's the reality itself. SpongeBob, maybe it's time to get our freedom.
This segment is already going for way too long. Let's end this piece of shit for once and for all. And they still don't care what you said and they can't really hear anything. I'm just gonna be more distracted by the fan over here. Yeah, that's some cool shit. Wow, that was a shit movie. 0 out of 10. The last part of the bootleg Anime Hyper or Firstman, which actually groomed me, the actual Anime Hyper, by the way. If you haven't saw my other videos, yeah, go watch them if you want. I'm also making a full-on video base of that person as well. 0 out of 10, yeah, just like what I said. That part drags way too long. Yep. Just kidding, I'm actually making a review on Firstman Rescue Mission. That movie was something, and feels extremely wrong to a victim of Anime Hype 100, aka Firstman. Let's actually talk about the movie, for crying out loud.
The movie begins with obvious AI artwork full of logos. I think we know the quality of that movie from the start. Then we have a scared Sonic God, and he sees a glowing red gem. After Sonic God tries to run with the Sonic drowning music in the background, the gem turns into Anti-God and jump scares Sonic God.
Your best friend won't be looking for you. You look lost. Here, let me take you to him.
As you already just saw, there's actually subtitles for whatever the character speaks, which I already added them here for your convenience. I will only put this a few times for some weird reason, but only in the parts where you can't really hear anything, and because of those fake voices, that will be problematic later on.
Then the intro begins, or should we say the title screen, or whatever we can call it. It uses stolen FNF music, and, well, let's go to the actual plot, or whatever the heck of this movie actually has an offer.
Anti-God appears, and, well, he's telling Firstman in a very weird remote way, saying that he will be killing Sonic God in a week. But also telling that he also kidnapped him as well. Also, mind if we mention this part of the dialogue he says?
We kidnapped your best friend, and if you fail to rescue him, let's just see. I hope you have a coffin for your dead best friend, cause he'll be shot or stabbed.
Yeah, that will definitely happen in the movie. Then Solid Snake says whatever the fuck, gibberish, whatever the heck, with bandicam.com.
Then Firstman speaks and just uses text to puppy sounds to make him stronger the time or some shit, I don't know.
My power could teleport anything. Thanks to Dulux for giving me the power. Now let's go.
And before that, he says the most greatest quote in history.
I will destroy him before it's too late.
It goes so hard as the quote, "Fuck you, Mafregan." Yes, I have to make a Chucky reference. And it's a show I didn't even watch. And I didn't even watch the Child's Play movie series as well.
And then Anti-God argues with Sonic God about the event or something, I don't know.
You'll never break me so easily. Firstman and his friend will rescue me.
Please shut the fuck up.
Then Anti-God tells him that the master, I don't know which master, asked him to kidnap Sonic God or something. Yeah, until the next scene, and it's even weirder.
Jolly out and Firstman. Don't worry, I was update for anti-God time by my power. Quick, be gone for 4 days.
So many things are wrong with this scene. How the fuck did the time kill the death of Sonic God and automatically got to 15 hours and not 5 days? Which Anti-God already said a few seconds ago. This is just bizarre. And if you fluently speak English, you may know some English. This is because some parts of the script were done by Firstman himself. You know, the person who groomed me? Yeah, that guy. I'm going to play the same part of the thing again, and let me tell you, it's actually English.
Quick, be gone for 4 days.
The right way to say it is, he is gone for 4 days, and not he gone for 4 days. That's a huge red flag, meaning that person is actually a foreigner, and never even speaks English properly. Which is funny because he actually is. He didn't even speak English, he speaks French. Yeah, no joke. I will talk about his weird red flags on a video about my experience of Firstman. Well, the recreation of it, where I mainly focus it as a history video of the stuff he did in the past, his other accounts, which I don't really recall a lot, and others as well. So yeah, expect a remake being there sometime late 2024, if I have time and the effort. While also doing the Corn Gag video at the same time as some other sidetrack projects. After the static, which apparently is not even aligned to the border correctly, Anti-God says something threatening to Firstman.
Oh, Firstman, there's something I forgot to tell you. I currently have a bomb inside of Sonic God's ass. This bomb will detonate in 5 days. Try to stop me now, asshole.
Jokes aside, I applaud that person made that movie to add subtitles. so people can understand what they're saying in, like, the worst definition ever imaginable for some strange reason. After another piece of static, apparently now that the death timer on, well, for some strange reason, then we see Firstman and Janet, with Janet actually holding a Nintendo Switch from that one SML video. And then Janet says, and I'm gonna quote it, her clapping butt cheeks are always clapping. Nobody cares about your ass. Get over the it. Even though you have an identical looking abomination called Fortina, and of course you both being called the butt sticking girls, and this abomination has
cock and ball.
Nobody cares about the thing you use for your fart fetish videos. Also, text without outlines on a low quality video with the other stuff being text that blends in some colors makes it a bad experience. And now it's time for the worst part of this quote-unquote movie. Are you surprised this scene goes on for a whole minute because it's repeated 3 times? Me neither. Also, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Her oversized pregnant belly? A pee-pee? Or an oversized cow udder? Not to mention, before that, she was like some sort of weird octopus creature, and then got turned to a Linjalong Princess Peach knockoff. Not to mention the mostly lifeless Firstman model. After that being repeated for 3 minutes, we go to the scene that's actually kinda good. Don't believe me? Check this out.
I know you go. Today you meet your doom.
It's not funny, anti-God. Give it his best friends back right now.
Do I want I should. Take this.
For an extremely crap movie, this is surprisingly the only good part. Why is the previous few minutes just like a slideshow and a crappy SFN animation, and we got this scene? Like, I'm generally flabbergasted right now. I'm impressed. And the only good part is now over, and we got to one part of the movie. Filler.
Wait. Oh, time stop.
I stopped the movie just to talk about filler for the people who don't know. Filler is basically a moment from a show or movie that goes on for way too long, or a joke that keeps on going for the whole episode or movie. One example of filler being used is Modern Super Mario Logan, which always uses filler, especially on the video Jeffy's diss track. Okay, my poorly executed explanation of filler over. Let's continue on. Firstman tags the Jorgs about some time stuff while he points at Firstman 400 times. Yeah, that's the whole scene. After freeing Sonic God using Firstman's time powers that Jorgs gave to him for some strange reason, and when Sonic God becomes pissed, Anti-God goes to his final form. No, he did not switch into like a head of a Chinese president, but instead a bootleg version of that one Mortal Kombat character. Apparently he has the strength of Mr. Mister. Yep, they look identical. Jokes aside, how the fuck is this supposed to be the same strength of Mr. Mister? It would have been double the strength of the additional arms. First Idiot and Sonic Bastard can't even destroy Anti-God on their own. So they have to use everybody's favorite thing that farts, jelly it, and turn it into a jelly blob girl. And yes, she really does fart a lot.
Now this is movie night.
Sorry, had a lot of pepperoni.
The reason why she farts a lot is because her creator has a fart fetish. It gets even worse if you look at Sonic God's DeviantArt. The fart content he makes is fucking repulsive, man. This is the reason why I hate farts, especially as a fetish. If you tickle your pickle to farting, you are a literal degenerate. And now we go to another fight scene.
It's time to end this. The end of Firstman and Sonic God.
Well, is it just gonna be like 2 images fading in and out? It really isn't a fight scene in it, you know. There we go, we have some action, and I'm not impressed. Let's explain the many things wrong of this scene.
When Anti-God tried to punch Juliet stopped him to prevent him punching her, but in the next shot, her left hand disappears, which causes Anti-God to punch her with the same fist he already used. In the next shot, for you people who have epilepsy, look away now. I'll give a cold clear when it's finally over, and unpause the video. Okay, now you can look. Anyways, they did that one anime of billion punches thing with the same audio being repeated, making it extremely annoying.
And finally, Juliet uses her atomic breath to destroy Anti-God. Well, Anti-God makes the most funniest face in humanity history. If I ever make a tier list of the most funniest things I ever seen, it would be on the S tier. But will it be lower than the other thing on the S tier? Monster Island Boys! I'm sorry, this was way too funny to say.
Speaking of boobs,
one of the things on Anti-God's chest literally looks like boobs. Sonic God and Firstman went on the beach, Anti-God goes to prison, and presumably got eaten by the fucking mascot of Tightweb Productions. The end. Didn't Anti-God die like a second ago?
Now it's time for the pros and cons. Pros. There's only one pro, and that is basically the fight scene. Anti-God as a villain could have been a pro, but if you've seen Sonic God Part 4, you likely know why I hate Anti-God.
Actually, there's two pros. The second and last pro was actually the Commodore 64 text speech voice that was used for Anti-God's
fucking epic form.
If you can call it a fucking epic form.
And now for the cons, because holy fuck, there's a ton of them. First of all, the text-to-speech voices used. The voices are from Fake You, and Sonic God didn't even credit the people who made the voices or the website entirely, but instead credited himself for making all the voices, which he didn't even make.
Nowadays, AI voices are pretty damn bad for movie making. You're most likely to be made fun of by the internet if you use AI voices, which is pretty damn terrible. Also, the worst voice of the bunch definitely would have to be the boring voice used for Anti-God. If you're an up-and-coming classic trooper YouTuber who really wants to build the logo 1,000 times, here's how to do the boring voice if you have an iOS device. Go to Settings, go to Accessibility, go to Spoken Content, turn on Speak section, go to Voices, go to English, and get the boring voice. Then go to the Notes app or any app, then highlight the text, click the arrow, and click on Speak.
See you never, Mason.
See? It's easy as that. Also, you have an iPhone. It's one of the newer ones with the stupid slide technology that removes the home button. So I don't know why anyone uses the fake voice instead of the official one that's included with almost every modern Apple device. Oh wait, I'm encouraging the degenerate that literally harassed me and called me a pussy to do better. Fuck. The opening uses an image that was modified using AI mirror, and it looks absolutely terrible. You know what, Sonic God would actually like that one Toys R Us commercial that was made using AI. And yes, that is AI footage you're seeing here. No wonder why the teaser got so much dislikes. Even the re-upload has a lot of dislikes. I know it's impressive for an AI, but this is just soulless. I'd rather prefer actual actors and actual CGI doing all of this. Okay, I'm gonna stop my Toys R Us AI ad rant here. And for the cherry on top on the cringe, it has an AI voice in the intro.
A featured presentation.
Sonic God must have loved the worst thing humanity has ever gotten, huh?
And a lot of pepperoni.
The movie logo sequence, or the title screen, is long and uses an FNF song that is stolen, which I don't know because I'm not really an FNF expert. It's just text fading in and out for very long periods of time. Heck, the entire movie uses stolen music from Friday Night Funkin' and Sonic the Hedgehog, which if you don't know, the man-child Sonic God is actually named after Sonic the Hedgehog. Heck, the Friday Night Funkin' songs are actually from the mods this game gotten. The song you're just hearing is actually from an FNF mod corruption, and the song is called Deathmatch by Dat Davey. You can tell if it's an FNF corruption mod song because of the voices used. They use tattoo voices, instead of the chromatic scales that everyone uses nowadays. And if you forget, when Anti-God goes to his train for Mr. about having 4 arms, was traced from a Mortal Kombat character called Goro. There's broken English everywhere. The script was made by Firstman and the writing can speak for itself.
My clapping but keeps are always clapping.
From watching the movie, I have seen only 2 editing mistakes. Bandicam.
There's also a lot of stuff I can't even explain because, yeah, that would take too long. Firstman's Rescue Mission the movie is a pretty bad movie that feels like you're watching a PowerPoint slideshow. The whole movie is Firstman is innocent propaganda, and literally has a reference to Jellia's ass. I give this movie 1 out of 10 because it was made by two degenerates, Sonic God and Firstman. From the animation that looks like a slideshow to the very terrible SFM animation by Firstman, this is the reason why I give it a 1 out of 10. Well, that's about it for my Firstman's Rescue Mission review. But wait, there's more. Remember the sequel that didn't happen? You know, the one where Josh literally asked Sonic God in a very angry way to literally cancel it, and Sonic God responded by literally removing me from the poster, making it crap. Josh actually asked to cancel it again, and he did. And before the Joshua stuff, I actually made a response to the poster. What if I make my own parody version based off this movie that was cancelled? Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Here we go. Ready, set.
You and the convenience store.
Lost.
Well,
Thank you for watching.
Also, before I go, here's the unreleased Firstman's Rescue Mission, Firstman's victim version of the movie I created as a joke.
And now, our featured presentation.
The art looks like it's made from AI.
He's looking for you. Your best friend won't be looking for you. This has been a Family Guy funny moment. Child-loving freak supporter.
Among Us!
Hi, I'm motherfucking anti-god. I am telling you anime trash bag 100 that I kidnapped your best friend. So if you don't wanna be moved, you better come to me in 15 hours or 5 fucking days. I don't fucking know.
Anti-God, why did you do that? You're never gonna hurt my best friend.
Shut up, bitch. I don't know fucking why that the person I kidnapped supports a pedo anyways. Well, I will have to wait today to break your fucking ass easily.
You'll never break me so easily. Firstman and his friend will rescue.
God damn it. Shut the fuck up.
Joliet and Firstman, don't worry. I was update for anti-God time by my power. Quick, be gone for 4 days.
That's some high quality broken English right here.
We'll never make it on time.
Yes, we can, Firstman. My clapping that keeps are always clapping. We can't give up. Sonic God protected you like he cared. We have to do the same. Now let's go kick him where it hurts.
You're right, Jelly. We can't give up. Let's keep moving. Hang on, Sonic God. Here comes Firstman. And Jelly, too.
Well, Firstman and Joliet. I know you come. Today you meet your doom.
It's not funny, anti-god. Give it his best friends back right now.
Do I want those? I show you. Take this.
How dare you? You will pay for that anti-dog.
You have been a hero from the start for too long, Firstman. Now your time is up. And probably I'll take care of your... Wait, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Not the Friday night fucking mod music.
strength of your friend, Mr. But better try and defeat me now, you degenerates.
He's too powerful. Our powers are useless.
You're right. We need to common our powers into Jelly. It's the only chance we have. Jelly, it's time for an upgrade.
Okay, guys, I'm ready. Lend me your power.
What's this, Canada? You are no match for me, bring it, you big wow. It's time to end this, the end of Firstman and Sonic God.
I will destroy him before it's too late. My power could teleport anything. Hey, thanks to Dulux for giving me the power. Now let's go.